Alright, hell yeah. I think this needs its own tutorial. What we're going to do is what I call pry it out from underneath the rug. Is getting your paddle way underneath the boat, and then if you pull on it, hell yeah. Okay, so I think that right there just shows you, it just makes sense. If you get your paddle way deep underneath the boat and then pull on it like a fulcrum, it's like stuck underneath there. It acts kind of like a wedge, you know what I mean? You get mechanical advantage. Where if I stick it way deep and then pull on it, while I pull on, I'm gonna transfer all that momentum. So obviously I need two hands on the paddle, but I can still get my paddle pretty deep. And let's try to get this paddle kind of in the side of the boat. And that's a huge momentum change. You've already mentioned that, you know, the boat's like 200 pounds, 250 pounds. And so just with a strong pry, with hardly any effort, you can change the momentum of the boat. Go from zero velocity to some velocity. And hell yeah, so this one's pry it out from underneath the boat. Hell yeah, so that was a good one. And so in practice, what this looks like, I'm going to paddle from me to the camera. I'm going to take a stroke, get my paddle back there, and then there you go. And the stronger I take the stroke, the more I can take a stronger paddle stroke. So the elements of R1 rafting are a strong pry. And why do you need a strong pry? Because you're doing two things with momentum. Like one, you just want to paddle that way. Hey, I want to paddle this way. Well, guess what? You're just going to turn. But ultimately, this forward stroke kind of is the stroke that you just want to, you know what I mean, if I want to paddle this direction, I want to go that direction. So so what we need is you need to pry the boat and get it to rotate the opposite way. So if I can get the boat to rotate the opposite way, now when I paddle this way, my momentum is right towards you. So I think that's an element of R1 paddling that definitely, you know, even rafters that have never done it before probably don't really understand that fully. Because even in a canoe, hell yeah, you paddle on one side, you kind of go straight. But in a raft, you literally have to start with rotational motion, then paddle in the direction you want to go, counteracting that perfectly balanced to go straight. So here we go. I'm gonna do that, and now I'm paddling towards you. So that's pretty impressive because you can just show it with two paddle strokes. And we'll do that again. And even though I was sideways here, I'm still my power face is kind of well, I mean, whatever, parallel with you. So I'm actually, or perpendicular, or whatever. So even though I'm turning the boat, I'm still paddling kind of towards you. And I guess you don't have to. I could turn the boat this way and paddle this way. Well, I think I like it how I said it before. So anyway, we're gonna do that a couple more times. And I'm gonna I'll also introduce the concept of prying it out from underneath the boat. So we're at a stop. I'm gonna get my paddle deep, pry it out from underneath the boat, and then I can take a stroke towards you. And then I guess I just finished with the rudder. But let me do two in a row, because the idea of R1 rafting isn't really to rudder; it's to always have that counter rotation going. So you're kind of like a little motor. You're going to do it once, then twice, and you just keep doing it. All right, so pry it out from underneath the boat. Take a stroke. Get my paddle back. Pry it out from underneath the boat. Take a stroke. And I'm always finishing with my paddle prying out from underneath the boat. And let me go this way so it's really easy. All right, there we go. Oh hell yeah, I like that. I like it because that was like kind of like a two-handed method, or like really focus on getting that paddle underneath the boat and then trying it like an outrigger. You know what I mean? Because that's the deal with R1 rafting. it's not a limitation of paddling forward. You know what I mean? You can paddle forward like this at a very really like very powerful, whatever, however you ever say that. But I can paddle this way real strong. But the only way I'm gonna actually get that to go forward is if I counter it with a pry. And so that's just so cool that we kind of came up with prying it out from underneath the boat. If I get my paddle stroke back here, heck yeah, now I can just really do a stronger forward stroke. And that's cool. I kind of demonstrated how you can actually pry with two hands. You know, I mean, get that back there and then just leverage it, because now you're actually leveraging it like a crew boat, you know what I mean, to get that power. All right, that's gonna wrap it up for today. The sun's going down, and I'm pretty satisfied. We're gonna do this long format, but at least we got enough footage to make some shorter videos. All right, thanks for joining me, and that's a video.